All right, y'all, welcome to the video. Reporter Ciara in the building. We got a story for y'all. Go ahead and look at the title. Drake accuses UMG and Spotify of scheme to artificially inflate Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us. Now look, we're gonna go ahead and get into this. I saw this a couple hours ago and I thought it was a troll. Like, I saw a YouTube page post it. Y'all know how they got the pics with just big words on it? I'm over here thinking it's a troll. I'm thinking they just making it up. And I actually looked for the article and I found it. So this one is from Billboard. I'm gonna let y'all see in the title. I'm not just making this up. This is from Billboard and it's been reported by multiple sources. So let's go through this and sift through the details, right? By the way, we're live on Twitch. Make sure you drop a follow, pull up, links pinned in the comments in the description. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna be live for the next 24 hours. So y'all pull up and we can talk about this more in depth, but I'm gonna just give y'all the details first and then I'm gonna let y'all know what I think about it. So look, first of all, we've heard inklings of this from academics, but I'm thinking he just saying this. Y'all remember months ago he tried to say, oh, Not Like Us is botted, blah, 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 blah. But never did I think it would turn into an actual lawsuit. So let's go ahead and get into the details, y'all. So it says, in a legal petition, the Star's company accuses UMG of serious wrongdoing, a stunning twist months after his high-profile feud with Kendrick Lamar. First of all, this is the epitome of somebody that does not know how to take an L. This is sad, y'all. This is pathetic. I'll just tell y'all that off the rip. This is pathetic, bro. Like, brother, you are literally the recipient of the Drake stimulus package. Which, what is the Drake stimulus package? UMG, Spotify, and all the other entities coming together to push Drake stuff. To me, it is ironic that the guy who's probably had some of the most botted streams is now trying to accuse somebody else of botting. And I have to wonder, Drake, why are you so confident to do this? Does it have anything to do with maybe you realizing that UMG and Spotify does do some of these botting things? Are you a little familiar with their work? That's kind of what it feels like. It feels like he's familiar with their game because he's benefited from it and he knows how to spot it. Let's just say he's right. He would know how to spot it because he has experience receiving the positive benefits. So when he's seeing Kendrick number, he's like, whoa, 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 this is what my number is supposed to do. What are y'all doing? So I do find it interesting. I feel like Drake is biting the hand that feeds him because if y'all don't know, Drake's deal is with UMG. That $400 million deal where they own his likeness, music, everything, that's with UMG. So I think this is interesting that he's essentially suing the people that give him the Drake stimulus package. That's what has me so shocked about it. Not that he would sue, but who he's suing. So let's go ahead and read this. Drake has initiated legal action against UMG and Spotify over allegations that the two companies conspired to artificially inflate the popularity of Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us. Yeah, this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. In the following Monday, November 25th, so this happened today? Wow. Drake's Frozen Moments LLC accuses UMG of launching an illegal, quote, scheme involving bots, payola, and other methods to pump up Lamar's song. Okay. UMG, quote, this is from them. UMG did not rely on chance or even ordinary business practices, attorneys for Drake companies, right? It instead launched a campaign to manipulate and saturate the streaming services and airwaves. So with your music, it's not that they're manipulating and saturating the streaming services, even though you're on the cover of damn near every playlist, right? And you literally have an exclusive deal, or not exclusive, but you have a deal with Apple Music for them to push your music. And Spotify clearly does it because of how many streams you generate. So with them, with your music, it's not any conspiracy. It's not any unordinary business practices. That's what you deserve. I don't understand. So let's keep going. Mike, we're talking about Drake suing UMG and who else? Spotify.
Yes, sir.
Accusing them of.
Yes, sir.
Hey, W resub, bro. How we feeling? He's accusing them of botting and using payola to push Kendrick Lamar. It's not like us. He just filed this today. So we're just reading through the article, seeing the details right now. So it says, trending on Billboard, Drake's attorneys accuse UMG of violating the Racketeer Influenced and Corruption Organizations Act. The federal RICO. He's accusing them of RICO? This is a bold move. I wonder if this is going to backfire on him, because the songs already haven't been performing that well in the charts, and I feel like that has more to do with it. The fact that Kendrick's stuff is doing so well and his isn't. I feel like him seeing that, to me, this feels like him basically acting out because his music isn't performing as well. Remember the Heart Part 6? Drake's views during the whole beef and his streams obviously relatively are high, but for him, the numbers are really low. So I was wondering at the time, yo, is UMG or somebody up high trying to get him out of here? Because usually his stuff will have so much more traction. It's like, it feels inevitable when Drake releases music that it's just gonna do well and surpass everything and get crazy numbers. And during the beef, it looked like his motion slowed down. I'm not gonna lie. And then look at all the songs he released after. That Drake stimulus package ain't hitting. Yeah, exactly. He's salty. Let's keep reading. They also allege deceptive business practices and false advertising under New York state law. The court filings are a remarkable twist in a high-profile beef. Hold on, let's zoom in. In a high-profile beef between two stars, which saw Drake and Lamar exchange stinking diss tracks over a period of months earlier this year. That such a dispute would spill into business litigation seemed almost unthinkable in the world of hip-hop. It also represents a stunning rift between Drake and UMG, where the star has spent his entire career, first through signing a deal with Lil Wayne's Young Money imprint, which was distributed by Republic Records, then by signing directly to Republic. Lamar, meanwhile, has also spent his entire career associated with UMG, first through the TDE imprint, which was distributed by Interscope, and more recently through his own company, PG Lang, which he licenses through Interscope. In technical terms, Monday's filing is not yet a full lawsuit, but a so-called pre-action petition, a procedure under New York law that aims to secure information before filing a lawsuit. Parties named in such petitions will not necessarily be targeted in the eventual lawsuit, and the allegation in Monday's filing seemed more squarely aimed at UMG than Spotify. In a statement to Billboard, the UMG spokesperson sharply denied Drake's allegations. Quote, "The suggestion that UMG would do anything to undermine any of its artists is offensive and untrue. We employ the highest ethical practice in our marketing and promotional campaigns." I'm not. No. Y'all definitely be buying people's streams and numbers. It's a fact. Russ already told us in that interview, y'all do this. Y'all do it. But my thing is, if we assume they do it for all their big artists, they've done it for you too, Drake. Are you missing that? Are you missing that when you're bringing this up, you're literally going to compromise your own bots? And I think that's what it is. He's mad that he don't have his bots no more. I think that's really what it is. He'll have 16 songs on the top of the charts again. Nah, Mike, I'm not gonna lie. The fact that he's suing UMG when they're the ones that give him the stimulus package got me thinking it might not happen again. I'm not saying he never gonna make a hit, but let's keep it a buck. Drake done put out what, like 15 songs since the beef, and ain't none of them hit. None of them, not how they usually hit. So I'm telling y'all, I feel like this is him realizing he don't got his bots and manipulation tactics on his side like he usually does. And I feel like that's why he's suing them. But I just feel like if you are already in hot water with UMG, does suing them put you in a better position, or does it just make it worse? Let's keep reading. So they said, no amount of contrived and absurd legal arguments in this pre-action submission can mask the fact that fans chose the music they want to hear. Now, let's say, not like us, is at like 900 million streams on Spotify alone. So let's say, let's just go with Drake. Let's go with his argument. Let's say 100 million of those streams are about it. He still got 800 million streams on you, nigga. And to me, it's not even like it's a case where oh, this song got all these numbers, but it's not even trending. It was trending everywhere, bro. TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, everywhere, bro. It's just everywhere. You can't get around that. It makes you look worse because like you took this from a rap beef to legal action. What kind of Karen that shit is that? Like Drake can't contain like his Karenism, you know, from the way he talks to clearly the way he moves. This is so lame and so corny on so many levels. Have we ever seen a rapper sue another rapper or entity over a song? You're basically throwing a temper tantrum because the song did too good. Kendrick put a Drake on Drake. Kendrick zaps Drake superpowers. Remember when Kendrick said, them superpowers getting neutralized? Okay, at the time, I'm just hearing it in general, but looking at the after effect, that had so many layers to it because like, what was Drake's superpowers? His superpowers was the numbers, his superpowers was the influence, and his superpower was the social media being on his side. And I talked about this in the Kendrick Lamar album reaction. Where I said, hey, y'all, Kendrick literally took all the elements that make Drake Drake and literally zapped it. It's not just neutralized. Kendrick took it because think about it. Kendrick is one of those dudes who's barely on socials, right? He doesn't have meme culture on his side, but Drake does. He's had meme culture on his side going all the way back to back with Meek Mill. Remember when he had that beef and he had that line, is that a world tour or your girls tour? That went so viral. The amount of memes they made from that alone helped push the song, right? And that's when, to me, Drake got the internet and the new age on his side. He had meme culture on his side. He had the connection with streamers, content creators, all that. And Kendrick is the complete opposite. But somehow, Kendrick took what Drake had and like, now that's him. All the memes on Kendrick's side, the internet culture on Kendrick's side, the numbers on Kendrick's side, the influence on Kendrick's side. So it's like Kendrick can do any and everything he wants right now. He has the world in the palm of his hands. And that's usually Drake. And I think he feels some type of way about that. So, and clearly he got the labels on his side. I mean, everybody wants a piece of Kendrick. Everybody wants Kendrick to drop music. The labels, the distributors, Spotify, Apple Music, the Super Bowl, everybody wants him. And I think he feels some type of way. Spotify declined to comment on the allegations when reached out to by Billboard. Drake's attorneys claimed that UMG carried out its scheme in a variety of ways, including by charging Spotify vastly reduced licensing rates in exchange for the streamer recommending the song to users who would search for, quote, unrelated songs and artists. That's interesting. So I wonder how they came to this conclusion. Did they do research? Is there any research that they would like to present to us that led them to that specific conclusion? I'm genuinely curious. They also claim UMG paid influencers to boost the song on social media and also hired armies of bots to fraudulently spike the numbers. UMG paid influence. Doesn't everybody? That's not illegal. That's not illegal. First of all, I don't think anyone's getting paid. So wait. Instead of believing that everyone was so genuinely invested in the beef and seeing Drake get cooked, they rather believe that they paid influencers. What influencers was getting paid? This was authentic. You don't have to pay people who are already interested. Everybody who does content, streams, everybody ate off of this. We didn't have to get paid by Kendrick. We got paid off of the videos, off of the content, off of the whole plot of it. You know, people making documentaries, people making videos, people doing reactions. That alone is going to boost everything. You don't have to manipulate and do bots. When you have hundreds or thousands of people making content on their own related to the song or related to everything in the beef, that is going to boost everything. That's what's going to happen. Just like when Drake released back to back, just like when Story of Adidon came out and you know, dude revealed that Drake had a son and all that. It's momentum. It's momentum and it's the algorithm. You don't have to manipulate it. When something is hot, the algorithm's gonna pick it up and it's gonna boost it more and more and more and more naturally. That's just how the algorithm works, gang. Let's keep it going. UMG conspired with and paid currently unknown parties to use bots to artificially wait, hold on, pause. So you're saying that they paid people to do the bots, but they don't know who they paid. So you're basing it off of what? Let's keep going. So they said they conspired and paid currently unknown parties to use bots to artificially inflate the spread of Not Like Us and deceive consumers into believing the song was more popular than it was in reality. I'm sorry, y'all. This is pathetic. This is pathetic. This is actually pathetic. So you want us to believe that the song ain't as popular as it was while we all saw how popular the song was. This has been the most viral song in recent memory. The most viral song in recent memory. I can't remember a song that had this much attention from the internet culture to mainstream. Like they were talking about it on the news. On the news, international news. How do you even imply that the song wasn't as popular as it is? People using it in TikToks, people using it in YouTube videos. I mean, brother, delusion. Let's keep going. In one particularly eye-catching claim, the petition claims that UMG paid Apple to have its voice assistant feature Siri purposefully misdirect users to Kendrick's song. Huh? So they're trying to say that UMG paid Apple to have Siri misdirect user. How does that even make sense? How would Siri just somehow direct someone to Not Like Us? Let's keep going. More stuff that doesn't make sense. Online sources reported that when users asked Siri to play the album Certified Lover Boy by Drake, Siri instead played Not Like Us, which contains the lyric certified PDF file, an allegation against Drake. That's what y'all mad about. That's what y'all mad about. Let's keep it a buck. You're really trying to sue about this, but you can't directly sue about it. So who are these online sources? If anybody can find this, let me know. But this sounds like some random Drake Glazers on Twitter just making shit up. I'm gonna keep it a buck because I haven't seen this one time. Even from the Drake Glazers like academics, haven't heard this one time. Apple is not named as a respondent in the petition nor accused of any illegal wrongdoing. A spokesperson for the company did not immediately return a request for comment. Of course not. Why would UMG choose to aggressively boost Lamar's song? Drake's lawyers say it was partially because of the internal corporate dynamics at UMG and Interscope, where financial incentives for executives are largely based on the specific UMG division rather than the performance of UMG more generally. So what I would say to that, so they're basically saying that the executives have an incentive for their department to succeed. Shocker. Oh my God. A business wants their department to succeed. This is nothing new. Damn near every corporate entity has incentives based on performance. So if you're saying this, would this not also imply Drake's music being included in that, considering he's literally under UMG and has the largest contract with UMG? Drake, you're literally snitching on yourself, bro. Would that not explain why they had so much of an incentive to push any and every song that Drake has been on in the past 10, 15 years? Or does that not apply to Drake? It's only Kendrick. They just start doing it right now with Kendrick. Okay, let's keep going. UMG's schemes, quote, were motivated at least in part by the desire of executives at Interscope to maximize their own profits. Okay, so were none of the executives that were tied to the label Drake is signed to, were none of the executives incentivized to push his music? I'm just wondering. Y'all let me know. Executives at Interscope have been incentivized to maximize the financial success of Interscope through the promotion of Not Like Us and is revitalizing the impact on artists' prior recording catalog. So they're saying they want to boost Not Like Us so they could boost all Kendrick's old stuff. Oh, so Drake saw when Not Like Us came out, Kendrick's catalog was up, and then some of his albums re-entered the Billboard. That's what he's mad about. Drake, are you mad that none of your old albums are re-entering the Billboard? I don't know. Just wondering. Drake's attorneys say he raised the issue with UMG before heading to court, but that the music giant has, quote, no interest in taking responsibility for his misconduct. To the contrary, he claims UMG has actively tried to conceal its wrongdoing, including by firing staffers, quote, perceived as having loyalty to Drake. Wait. So this man and his lawyers are admitting that there were UMG staffers that had loyalty to Drake. So wait. We're supposed to believe that y'all are actively saying that there are people on the label, staffers on the label, that had a loyalty to Drake, and that had no bearing or impact on his music getting pushed, but it had a bearing on Kendrick's music. So you're, by saying that there are Drake loyals in UMG, you're saying that they're loyal to Drake, which would mean they would do anything to push Drake or have him succeed. You're not including or accusing them of having Kendrick loyals as staffers on the label. Interesting. It's like the more I read, the more he just self-reports. Like they're literally snitching on themselves. So you're literally telling us you have staffers on the label that only cared about your best interests and were loyal to you over other people. Interesting. Quote, Drake has repeatedly sought to engage UMG in discussions to resolve the ongoing harm he has suffered as a result of UMG's actions, the petition reads. UMG refused to engage in negotiations and insisted that UMG is not responsible for its own actions. Instead, Drake says UMG has, quote, pointed the finger at Lamar and insisted that Drake should sue his rival rather than the label. He also claims that UMG told him that the label would sue Lamar if Drake ended up filing his own lawsuit. Update says it will be updated. Okay. Well, guys, what do y'all think about this? Y'all let me know. This was very interesting, and I think this was very, very revealing. Like, even more revealing than I thought it would be. This is my first read of this. I saw like the initial little quote at the top, but this is even crazier than I thought, because now you're over here admitting to us that you have Drake loyals as staffers on UMG. So while you're pointing the finger at Kendrick, you're just revealing more and more about yourself and how you've had people in these companies that have only cared about your best interests. And it sounds like confirmation to what I was thinking before, that Drake knows what the stimulus package looks like, right? He knows what it's like to have people on his side. And now he feels like he doesn't have them on his side anymore. And he feels like Kendrick has what he had. So I would like to see where this goes. I'm gonna update y'all if I see anything else. Drop a file to the Twitch to pull it to the stream. I'm still gonna be live right now as this is uploading. Go check out the Squabble Up video reaction. Go check out the album reaction. Check out the Kendrick Lamar reactions playlist. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all think. Make sure I leave a like, comment, and sub. But until next time, you guys, we're out.